Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Blake? What? Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Ron.
Ron is back. Welcome back, everybody, for more SPTV, where every day's a great day. Not to be in a cult. Guys, I love it when my favorite worlds combine. My YouTube comedy content that I watch all the time. And, of course, the world of Scientology satire, Scientology criticism, Scientology exposure. And this week, one of my all-time favorite comedians on her podcast teamed up with another one of my favorite comedians and roasted the hell out of Scientology for about 10 minutes. And it is my pleasure to share this with you. Okay, so I am talking about the comedian Christina P., who I have seen in person at the Tampa Improv. Oh, here's a photo. There's Christina P. There's me and Heather. That's me when my beard was a little longer and the guns were a little bigger. And Christina P.'s husband is also comedian Tom Segura. Oh, look, there's me and Heather seeing Tom Segura about 3 years earlier. That's me without a beard, looking like a little naked mole rat. And okay, so Christina and her husband Tom have their own podcast. They also have their own YouTube channel, and they actually created like their own YouTube podcast studio called YMH, and that stands for Your Mom's House. And that is the name of their channel. And here's what that looks like. YMH Studios, Your Mom's House. And they actually, Christina and Tom, through their studio, actually kind of host a bunch of the other podcasts that, well, some of the top comedians working today have. So let's see. Christina's husband, Tom, is like shooting a movie right now. So Christina's got all sorts of guests coming on her podcast to help co-host her podcast with her, because her and Tom do it together. And this week she had Duncan Trussell on. Duncan is a hilarious comedian who I'm a big fan of. And they put on a bit of an improv act about Scientology. But guys, one of the things they do is they react to a couple of the I Am a Scientologist videos. And one of the many people who sent this link to me this week is, well, someone, I guess I don't want to give it away. Okay, it doesn't matter. That story doesn't matter. Scratch that story. Let's just say this. Let's just say, there are people who are perhaps under the radar who don't want to directly share this content with the Scientologists who are featured, who are being roasted here, because it might expose the fact that they are under the radar. Now, I'm not, that doesn't narrow the search down to anyone. This could be thousands and thousands of people. But it's one of the reasons it is my true pleasure and honor to do this video today, is so that the Scientologists who are featured, who are being roasted here, know that they have been featured and are being roasted, because I seriously doubt that their Scientologist friends are going to be sending them the link. Okay, let's see. What's the best way? Let's watch it on this view. We'll share here, volume all the way up, and here we go.
Yeah.
Oops.
But you want the sense that you can leave.
That's right.
It becomes a cult when you can't get out. NXIVM will ruin your fucking life.
Oh, yeah.
Or all your friends.
Okay, a lot of spicy language in this video, guys. A lot of spicy language.
Won't be your friend anymore if you don't follow our way. Then it's a cult.
For sure. Hey, where's that clip that you guys know I want to see right now with him? You know what I'm talking about.
What is
I think you need to scroll down in the folder.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Guys, still new at this. Hold on. I'm new.
Okay, they're about to use some very spicy language that's a little too early in the video, in my opinion, to include such language. So I've got my timestamps. Going to fast forward to here.
Celebrate women.
We're trying to celebrate women. All right. Here we go. Here's some cool stuff. Speaking of cults, how did I know we'd end up on this topic?
I love cults.
Through my life, I always wanted to be around people and have groups, but for some reason, I wasn't ever able to do that. As a matter of fact, really until I found Scientology, I can't really say I had any friends.
Huh.
When I got introduced to Scientology, I found the answer to how to be friendly, how to be able to listen to somebody, and how to, make somebody feel comfortable
Yes.
around me. That one thing just changed everything in my life.
Worst
My name
hike.
is Marcy Sanders, and I am a Scientologist.
Marcy.
Okay, Marcy Sanders.
Thank you, Marcy.
But don't you know, Marcy, like you learn how to make friends in kindergarten. Like you bring a cool toy to the playground and you're like, you want to play with my toy? Or like,
Yeah.
hey, who wants to smoke pot? And
Easy.
you do that in junior high school. You guys smoke cigarettes?
You guys like hand jobs?
Yeah, Marcy.
Come on, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard, Mars.
Well,
Okay, so if you're promoting Scientology, I mean, this is how pathetic it gets, guys. You're promoting Scientology and you're like, before I got into Scientology, I didn't have any friends. I didn't even know how to make friends. And then I joined Scientology and they taught me when people talk, you should listen. And then she's on like some sort of a safari hike or something.
she didn't know, and now she's she found her friends, and that's great. I mean, it's great. Scientology is actually I mean, I know this is where we make fun of stuff, but Scientology changed my life.
You're kidding. You're a Scientologist. I did not know this.
I think it's important to talk before we even get into me being a Scientologist or not being a Scientologist.
Okay.
To talk about, are you happy?
Right.
It would be fun. Look,
Right.
it would. I think people like us, where we run into problems with syncing up with a cult, is that it's very hard for us to surrender our rational mind. You know what I mean? I don't think we're subs in that way. You know what I mean? But these people are subs.
You're right.
It's submissive.
You know what Marcy needs?
A spank.
Just to be hogtied.
Yeah.
And effed by some dude.
And just spank. Cheaper.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Yeah.
Friends. You'll make friends.
So true. You'll make so many friends.
So many friends.
In BDSM.
You have to, because I'll tell you they're your friends.
Yeah, you don't need to. And also, from what I don't know, you tell me since you've been in the program. What's your level? Like Theta Oblivion?
I'm a CT 14.
CT 12. Oh, 14. CT 14.
They added 2 levels.
You're kidding.
This is where they just start improvising for basically the rest of the bit.
They had to, because me and some other. I mean, I don't want to brag, but they had to add a couple extra levels because we got to 12, and they're like, "Holy shit, we got it. We were gonna move it up to 14."
Are you higher than Tom?
Oh no.
Nobody's.
No, I would never say that, and no, absolutely not. I would never say that, and I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Okay.
I do not think that. I did. Please delete that. I didn't say that. I don't.
No,
I'm not higher than.
We'll take it out.
Please.
No, we'll take it out, Duncan. I don't.
Please.
No. No, I promise.
You won't forget.
I won't forget.
Thank you.
Josh, take that out.
Please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Wow. So, So back. What are we talking about again? Like
energy. And Marcy is wonderful. See you next weekend, Marcy.
What about
There's another one coming up. There's another I'm a Scientologist video.
Can
Before Scientology, I used to do a lot of thinking. Like I'd have a conversation that didn't go well, and not just like an hour, but like sometimes days. I think it through and like, oh, I could have said this, or I could have done that, or how'd that go, or just a lot of thinking about stuff without any result either, right? Just like that worry and think. I have never gone back to that.
To thinking.
That was huge for me. My name's Sia. I live in Portland, Oregon.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a Scientologist.
Yeah! Woo! Celebrating you. That's great.
That's great.
Dude, how wonderful to not think.
That's the only thing I want, Duncan.
God, what does it sound like in her mind? Is it just like, oh, that's so cool.
Awesome. That is
Guys, I mean, obviously what their commentary on it is funny, but honestly, the videos themselves, the I Am a Scientologist videos themselves are funny. Before Scientology, I didn't have any friends. I had to join a cult to make friends. Before Scientology, I thought way too much. After Scientology, I've never gone back to that again. I mean, the comedy writes itself.
Ultimate goal is just
maybe she got the old ice pick. She could have gotten lobotomized.
That would be awesome.
They say it makes you so happy.
I just got on Prozac because I got so sad in New Mexico. You know that they tested nukes there.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, anyway, Prozac, same thing. Just kind of quiets it
Really?
all down.
Fucking
Feels
awesome.
great.
That's great.
I don't even want to drink alcohol anymore, which is usually why I drink alcohol.
That's so fucking great, man.
Tune it out. Tune it all out.
Yeah, I mean, some people, they just don't have to be in a never-ending cycle of hell. But you know what I mean? It's amazing we have shit that fixes that.
I know.
It's
I should have
incredible.
been on drugs longer, or just become a Scientologist. I
Probably cheaper to get on drugs.
You think so?
Scientology, I think, is very expensive.
Well, what are they taking of your? Is it like 40% of your income right now?
Well, I mean, okay, technically, it's 45%, but before Scientology, I wasn't making any money at all.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? It's like 45%
right
of nothing is nothing. They're taking 45%, but without them, I would have 100% less.
Right. And look at your career. Like, no coincidence.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah. Well, that's why
it's really blowing up. I was just in Oklahoma City and I had medium ticket sales.
You're kidding.
Isn't that great?
That's huge for Oklahoma City because that's a soft market. That's
Thank
tough
you,
for
Ellen
anyone.
Hubbard.
Yeah.
And people love it when I talk about Scientology instead of doing jokes.
Kind of like how much people loved it when Tom Cruise was promoting Scientology instead of promoting his movie.
Thank you, Duncan. Talk more about Scientology.
They love it.
Well, you know what it is? Generally, people like to be told how to live their lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They want a savior.
Yes.
Somebody to save my ass. You need someone to save you. You want to be saved.
And to give you advice unsolicited is the best kind.
Oh my God. You just got to, it's like the idea that is possible. And who knows, actually Marin has I guess I can't say his jokes, but it's old. So maybe I can. Are you allowed to do that? Like it's an old joke.
If it's out there, I think
it's out there.
Sir, yeah.
I heard this like 15 years ago. But the joke is something like, I'm afraid to read Dianetics because I feel like 20 pages in, I'm going to be like, this kind of makes sense. Such a good joke.
Well, I don't think that everybody look, I am there was a time in my life if they had gotten me at like 26 years old on Hollywood Boulevard before I committed to becoming a broke stand-up comedian, when I dropped out of law school, my parents weren't talking to me and I was confused. I hadn't met my husband yet. Like, when you're just there and they get you at the right time, I'd be like, dude, this makes all kinds of sense.
I was inches away from becoming a Hare Krishna.
Of course you were.
Inches from shaving the head.
Are you being that far?
Dead serious. I was hanging out at the temple all the time.
Really?
And I got to tell you, what does happen is, and I'm sure it happens with any like successful cult, and the Hare Krishnas will say it's the cult of bhakti. They just say that is what it is. And what you experience is incredible. And it isn't like whatever it may be. You could use any kind of like secularist analysis and say, you're experiencing like mind control, group hypnosis, like whatever you want to call it. It is the most astounding, beautiful, super attractive thing. It's like a little bubble. It's like a hole in the ice, everyone's under the ice in default reality, and cults are like, you can stick your head up into a completely alternate reality system.
Yeah.
And the longer you're there, the more that seems real.
Yeah.
Oops.
And like this.
Yeah. That's pretty much where the bit ends. And then they get off into some other stuff. And that's actually a really good point that he makes at the end there, is like, no matter what mechanism it is that causes, that type of feeling, whether it's a type of hypnosis or whatever it is. I think most people, most ex-Scientologists that you talk to who joined Scientology as an adult, not born and raised in it, will tell you that at some point in the early levels of Scientology, they had some type of an experience like that. In Scientology, they actually have a word for that feeling. They call it a key out. And it is definitely a feeling of euphoria that you experience in your head. I've had such an experience in a Scientology auditing session, and I didn't even like getting Scientology auditing. And it's that type of feeling that I think causes a Scientologist to go, oh my God, there is something here. There's something unique here. There's something powerful here. It's kind of like a funny analogy, you know. I every now and then I play golf with a bunch of people who are as bad as golf as I am, and there's sort of this idea that all it takes is like 1 or 2 good shots out of 18 holes to keep you from coming back, because you're never going to get better at golf. You're never going to get good at golf. You're never going to get better at golf. But if you get just 1 or 2 good shots in a round, it's enough to keep you coming back. And I feel like that feeling in a Scientology auditing session of this key out or this euphoria is enough to make you feel like, this is the right path that I'm on. And even if I have this concern here, or this question here, or this doubt here, or this upset here, or this contradiction, or this thing that doesn't make sense, as long as I experience this feeling every now and then, that's enough to keep me in. And then the next thing you know, 30 years later, all your friends and all your kids and all your business associates and everyone in your life is a Scientologist, and then you're stuck. At least with golf, you can stop playing if you don't want to play anymore. All right. I love it when comedians I like do Scientology content. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let's run through some starred comments. Actually, before we do that, let me say thank you to some of the people who have been sending me protest supplies. We have Nancy Stitchin. Thank you so much. We have Shermoose on YouTube. I won't say your real name, but Shermoose. Thank you so much. We have Kristen. Not sure I can say your last name. Not sure I'm allowed to say your last name, but thank you so much, Kristen. We have Kristen again. We have Jen Kessler. Thank you so much, Jen. We have Kim. Thank you so much. We have Kristen again. We have Kristen again. We have Kristen again. We have John Shostowski. Thank you, John. And we have Kristen again. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. We have tons and tons of protest supplies. Okay, let's run through some starred comments and we'll wrap this one up. CO Bilf, we need to get an anti-Scientologist on the Adam Friedland show. Dave's deep dives on a holiday in Prague, but there's always time for SPTV. That is awesome, Dave. Thank you for joining, even though you're on holiday. Itchy Thankins, a spicy language of my pearls, indeed. Super Weekend Warriors, the answer. How to be friendly. Then he removed from all my friends. Marie James. Oh, poor lady. You still don't have friends. Yes, that's the sad part. Constance June. Eventually, you or your friends will have to disconnect. Itchy Thankins. I used to do a lot of thinking. No more. Not since Scientology. Marie James. I love that they're goofing on these ridiculous videos. Itchy Thankins. Before Scientology, I used to wipe my own ass. And then I couldn't afford TP, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Ren listens. A sense of community is a big draw. Humans hate loneliness. Yep. Euphoria. That is what Landmark does. And Don Figa. David Miscavige sleeps until noon, despite him being very downset. He is the Antichrist. He is a reptilian gray alien called Helitrobus in Scientology. Well, there you go. That is amazing. All right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you guys soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.